Okay. So have you ever just stopped and thought about how crazy fast the world of tech moves?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Right. It's nuts. You blink
Yeah.
and there's 50 new things you're supposed to know.
I know.
So we're going to try and demystify one piece of that whole puzzle today, front-end development.
Ooh, good one.
Right. And we're using this book, The Front-End Developer Engineer Handbook 2024 by Cody Lindley.
I like Cody Lindley. He's got some good stuff.
Yeah, so it's our roadmap. And don't worry, we're not going to turn anyone into coding masterminds here.
No.
But by the end, you'll definitely know what front-end development is, why it even matters to you, and hopefully, have some of those mind-blown moments along the way.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, front end is the face of all this technology stuff.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's all the stuff you actually see and use on websites and apps.
Exactly. Okay, so first things first, what actually is front-end development?
So basically, it's all about building the user interface or UI of a website or an app.
Okay, UI, got it.
Yeah, and you can think of it as the look and feel of everything, the layout, the buttons, the animations, all that jazz.
Makes sense.
And the tools everyone uses are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Ah, yes, the Holy Trinity. I feel like I hear those words everywhere, but could you break them down a little more for us?
For sure. So HTML is the foundation of a house. It's the basic structure and the content.
Okay, the bare bones.
Exactly. Then you've got CSS, and that's the interior design, making it look good.
Oh, so it's all the pretty stuff.
Pretty much. And then you have JavaScript, and that's the magic that brings it all to life.
Ooh, the magic.
Yeah, it adds all the interactivity, makes things move and respond to you, all that dynamic stuff.
Got it. So using those three things, what are front-end developers actually building?
So the main things are websites, web applications, and even native apps.
Wait a minute, native apps?
Yeah.
Like the ones I download on my phone?
Yep, exactly.
I always thought those were built completely differently.
I know, right? But there are tools out there that bridge the gap, like Electron.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's used for Discord and Slack. And then you've got React Native.
React Native.
For Facebook and Instagram. And basically these let developers write the code once.
Smart.
Right. And then they can run it on pretty much any platform.
So you don't need a separate app for every single phone or computer?
Nope. It's a huge time saver. And that's why cross-platform development is getting so big.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And it's all thanks to how flexible those web technologies are.
Oh, and speaking of it, didn't the book mention something called progressive web apps?
PWAs?
Yeah, PWAs. What are those again?
They're kind of like websites on steroids.
Okay, I like them.
So think of something like Twitter or the Starbucks app, their rewards program.
Yeah.
Those are PWAs, and they can work offline. You get push notifications, and you can even save them to your phone's home screen, just like a regular app.
They're like websites disguised as apps.
Exactly. And they're super effective. I mean, studies show that PWAs can boost user engagement by 50%.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, all because of things like offline access. Pretty impressive for something that starts as a website.
So websites, web apps, PWAs, and even normal apps, all kind of blurring the lines.
Totally.
So how do I even tell the difference between a plain old website and a web application?
That's a good question. Yeah. So the handbook gives these two examples, wikipedia.org and gmail.com.
Classic examples.
Right. So Wikipedia, it's mostly about giving you information.
Makes sense.
Like a digital encyclopedia, so that's a classic website.
Okay.
But then you've got Gmail, and that's all about interaction. You're writing emails, sorting things, managing folders.
Right.
And it's constantly talking to a server to keep everything updated. That's what makes it a web application.
Got it. So more like doing stuff interacting with data equals a web app.
Exactly.
Okay, now everyone listening, get ready because we are about to enter the job title jungle.
Oh, yeah.
I am not kidding. This book lists 1 million different front-end job titles.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Help.
Don't worry, it's not as crazy as it seems. All those different titles just show you how fast this whole field is growing and becoming more specialized.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you see titles focusing on things like accessibility, making sure everyone can use a website.
Important.
Absolutely. Or performance, making sure a site loads super fast.
Also very important.
Right. And some titles highlight specific technologies like being a React developer.
Right.
Or the kind of thing you're building like a web app developer.
Okay, so it's all about the specifics.
Yeah. And then, of course, you've got the seniority levels, junior, senior, lead, all that.
So basically, don't get too hung up on the exact words in the job title.
Exactly.
Focus on the actual skills and what you're interested in.
Totally. And that's key because this is a field where you constantly need to be learning and adapting.
Okay. So let's wrap things up. What did we learn today? Front-end development, it's way more than making simple websites.
So much more.
It's about creating these dynamic user experiences across every platform you can think of. From basic websites and those cool PWAs to even native apps that feel super polished and professional.
It's the whole experience.
It is. And here's a thought for everyone listening. With all these crazy changes happening in front end, what skills do you think will be the most important ones in like 5 years?
Good question.
Right. What trends are you already seeing? We'd love to hear your thoughts on where this whole field is going.
Definitely share them with us.
Because let's face it, the future of front end is looking pretty exciting.
I know it is.
And we want to hear what you think.
Absolutely.